The Grand Canyon is one of the wonders of the world in terms of natural structures. 5 mile deep canyon with all of this rock. And there are interesting questions about, in addition to the scenery, there are questions about how the layers of rock got here and how the canyon got carved. And they both have instructive things to tell us. The rock layers, for instance, are typical of rocks here in the West. You have a layer of rock, say of sandstone, that just goes for thousands of square miles. What do we see happening in the modern world that could deposit that kind of a formation? It just doesn't happen. Something very different was happening in the past, and it looks much more catastrophic. And we find those kind of widespread flat layers just all over here in the West and many places around the world. And then, how did it get carved? Well, there actually are several scientific theories about how it got carved. None of them really work very well. To those of us who are willing to look to see this in a biblical framework, it looks much more likely that this was carved by a catastrophic process. For a conventional geologists, they're not really wanting to think of it that way. They want to have millions of years pass, or at least many hundreds of thousands of years while this happens. But I'm perfectly comfortable with it being catastrophically carved, and I think that's the best explanation. There are many features in the canyon that we can see if we walk around and search and understand it. Features that say that's the best explanation. That's the most realistic explanation. It was carved catastrophically.